Mike and Mike's Bags. Today I'm reviewing the Gunner by Black Flag Cornhole. This is one of the new bags that Black Flag has for the 2025 ACL season. Let's go ahead and dive in, break these bags down. As always, we'll start with materials. Slow side, this is a hybrid material. It's the same material you find on the slow side of the all Cornhole Shag Attack, Big Mac bags, whatever. True Cornhole Velocity, the Fly, Surge X, Cornhole Coastal Icon. It's a material I really enjoy. I haven't seen a lot of bags use this until recently. It seems like it's becoming a little bit more popular. It's a faster hybrid material. Plays like a 6.5 speed or 6.5 speed, somewhere in that range. It plays maybe a touch faster brand new, but it does slow down when it starts to break down, soften up. It gets to that 6.5 speed. One of the reasons I like the material is because it's very hole friendly, but you still have some control with it. So if you like to kind of play a hybrid style game, I think you're gonna love those material plays. 6.5 speed on the slow side. Fast side, this is the same fast side material you'll find on the Fly Nemesis. It's the same fast side that True Cornhole uses on the Velocity and the Extreme. Reynolds used this on the fast side, the original Renegade. When they first came to the Renegade, this is the fast side material used, and they changed it up to a different material last year, I believe it was. If you play through those bags, you'll know what it is. It's like a 8.5, 9 speed. It's great for pushing through and collecting blocks, cleaning up messes, blowing up piles. One of the beauties of the material is it plays super well in humidity. In fact, both these materials play really well in humidity. So if humidity is an issue where you live, you've been trying to find a bag that plays well, I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised at how well this Gunner plays. It also plays well dry conditions well, so you have that versatility. That's one of the beauties that I mentioned about the hybrid materials is the versatility you get with them across all board conditions, all weather conditions. They play fairly consistent, so no matter what the conditions are, you're going to get kind of that 6.5 speed off the slow side. Fast side as well stays pretty consistent. So again, a great bag if you play those all-day tournaments where weather conditions change, or if you live in an area where you can have humidity that comes for certain days. Some days it's not there, some days it is, and you're kind of trying to play that game of what bag to throw. A bag like this, you can just pull out and you can throw pretty much any conditions out there. And template-wise, these Gunners, it's a medium template bag, a medium amount of fill in here. So you have flop. It is not overly floppy. It is not overly full. It kind of falls right down that sweet spot of bags. The fill in here it's a flat fill. I think Black Flag said it's a dual blend fill. If it's a blend, it's a blend of flat fills. I don't feel any round beads in here. I feel mostly flat disc, which gives the bag a wonderful hand feel to it. As I mentioned, the flat disc fill has a nice, smooth, fluid hand feel. You don't feel those big clumpy beads. It's also a very forgiving bag for those who don't throw the flattest of bags, and you struggle anytime you get a bag that has control because it's going to kick on you. It's going to punish you for not having that flat bag. This material doesn't have a lot of kick to it. You put this flat disc in here. It's a super forgiving bag, very little kick to it. Lens very soft, flattens out, runs fairly straight and true up the board, so it's not going to punish you. So those of you who don't throw a flat bag, but you've been looking for a bag that has control to it, I think you're going to like the way these Gunners play and how forgiving they really are. Enough flop to it that you get the bag up around the hole, it's going to grab, pull itself back in. This material is extremely hole friendly. One of the most hole friendly hybrid materials out there. That's one of the reasons I like it is how hole friendly it is, how well it drips in the hole. So even though I talk about all the times about that flat disc fill isn't the most hole friendly, when you pair it with a really hole friendly material, they kind of counteract each other. I didn't have any issues with these bags hanging in the hole. I didn't have any issues with the bags not wanting to drip in. They seem to drip really well. If I did leave a bag hanging there, very easy to come down to the next bag. Just clip it. It's going to take it in. So I don't really feel like hanging in the hole was an issue. And typically, as I get to faster speed bags, I don't mind a flat fill. I tend to like more of a bouncy, active bag as I play slower, because that's when I'm playing more of that dirty style game. A bag like this is more designed for hole running, not as much that dirty style game. I'll get more into that as I get into playability here in a moment. These bags are ACL stamped, so if you play in the ACL, you can throw these Gunners. And let's go ahead and jump in and talk about that playability. The bag has versatility to it. You can get up there, as I mentioned, you have some control here. You can get up there, you can throw blockers if you want to. Full enough bag that if you do leave a blocker there, collectability, very easy to collect. They don't cording up, smash up like floppy bags do. So you're clipping a corner, taking the bag in, which means you can put that blocker a little more on your opponent's side. No, you can just come in the middle, clip it, take it in. They're fast enough on the slow side. For 90% of the time, I'm collecting slow side. The only time I'm going fast side is my last bag. I want to make sure I follow it in. Or if I'm trying to push through multiple bags, I'll go fast side on this bag. And if you're trying to collect multiple bags, I didn't have any problems with them bunching or clogging the hole. They fold up nicely, drip right in the hole, so no issues in that aspect of it. For me, I think where this bag shines, where I would pull this bag out is, one, humidity. I think it's a great bag for humidity. Two, if I just want to get up there and run bags in the hole, you've got enough speed here. This is a perfect slow side outside speed for me when I just want to run bags in the hole. Again, both materials are very hole friendly. So if you get a bag up near the hole, it's probably going to go in. If it doesn't go in left there, as long as your opponent or you have another bag, it's probably going to fall in at that point as well. It just shines really well. Running bags in the hole, put my 4 bags in, outscore my opponent. It also does well if you play against an opponent who plays a dirty style game. They're throwing blockers up there, and you want to deal with that. You've got enough speed, both sides, to push through their blockers. You've got the ability to kind of get around. You can throw some subtle cuts. It rolls and flops. If you're above average to advanced skill levels, you can roll and flop this. You can cut this. Average to below average, not the easiest bag, not the best bag for that. Because again, the forgiveness here with this fill, you're taking the bounce out, you're taking the action out, which means it's a little harder to get that bag to pop up for rolls, flops, cuts. Again, above average to advanced, you can do that pretty much any bag, no problem here. Not the best bag to learn on, but for most people, this bag is not really tailored for that dirty style, shot shaping style game. It's for the player who wants to run bags in the hole. It's for the player who plays in humidity. It's for the player who doesn't throw flat and wants a very forgiving bag. That's where this gunner comes in. That's where it really shines. It's a good bag, I think, for blind draws because even though some fast bag throwers are going to see this and think, oh, it's carpet, it's slow, get them to throw it. They'll be surprised at how fast and how well this bag slides up the board on the slow side. And if you can put this in a fast bag thrower's hands, I think they're going to like it. Even if you're more of a slow bag thrower, you can still have the control to play some of that dirty style game if you want to out there. So it gives you a nice compromise there. A fast bag thrower, and you're looking for a bag that's a touch slower. You're looking for a bag that maybe you can play an occasional blocker, or maybe you want a bag that's going to not slow down as much when boards get humid. I think that's where this gunner shines for you. If you're a slow bag thrower and you're looking for a bag that's a touch faster, maybe you want a bag that occasionally you can run bags in the hole with it, but it's not a bag that's blazing fast. It's going to fly off the back. I think that's where this fits in. So it fits right in that middle sweet spot and kind of bridges the gap between the slow bags and fast bag throwers. It's a bag that I think is going to become very popular. As I said, I love this slow side material. It's one of my favorite materials. I don't see it a lot, so I'm always excited when I see a bag that has the material on it because it's a fun material to throw. It's for me, if I want to run bags in the hole, this is the material I'm probably looking for. This is the style of bag I'm probably looking to go to. I highly recommend these gunners. I had a blast on them. I think they're great bags. I definitely recommend checking them out. Leads me into availability. Black Flag has their website, blackflagcornhole.com. As always, I'll put a link in the description for you guys. These bags were $75. It's $12 shipping, so $87 shipped to you. It's on that lower price point for ACL stamp bags. So if it sounds like a bag you're interested in, give them a try. If you've thrown these gunners, I'd love to hear your feedback, what you like, what you don't like. As always, drop a comment down below. Love hearing you guys' opinions. I thank you so much for your support, and I thank you for watching.